I've watched that video countless times, and it sure looks like Brittney Griner says, white girl.
Just when it seemed like the WNBA might finally recognize Caitlin Clark's enormous impact on the league, another controversy has erupted. What should have been a celebration of record-breaking attention and packed arenas has instead turned into a heated debate over jealousy, recognition, and the league's treatment of its biggest stars. And at the center of the latest storm is Brittney Griner, whose comments have sparked a wave of reactions from fans who believe Clark's massive popularity should be embraced, not treated like a problem.
Every time we play her, there's this commotion. Like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. She says WNBA games used to be a chill, quiet place. You could bring your laptop and relax, maybe even get a little work done. But now it's like there's large gatherings of people watching us from the stands. Some of them are yelling crazy shit about what they're seeing, putting unfair pressure on us to score, like we're there for their entertainment. You are. The whole thing is toxic. I saw a guy with his daughter in the crowd, both of them yelling, couldn't hear what they were saying exactly, but it was either my performance or some...
If you followed Stephen A. Smith's coverage of the WNBA over the past year, you've seen his frustration build with every passing controversy. To him, this conversation goes far beyond basketball. It's about whether the league is fully recognizing the attention and momentum surrounding Caitlin Clark. Critics argue that instead of embracing that growth, certain decisions and public reactions may be creating unnecessary tension. And now, the debate has reached a point where fans are demanding a serious conversation about how the WNBA handles its biggest stars and the unprecedented spotlight surrounding them.
To be honest with you folks, the WNBA already set a precedent. It doesn't matter what Brittney Griner said. It doesn't matter what Brittney Griner said, because they've already shown us they don't need evidence, they don't need substance, they don't need any type of proof at all to launch a bogus investigation into Indiana Fever fans, so they shouldn't need any substance, any basis, any evidence to launch an investigation into any other fan, any other player, any other group. The WNBA set.
If you followed Stephen A. Smith's coverage of the WNBA over the past year, you've seen his frustration build with every passing controversy. To him, this conversation goes far beyond basketball. It's about whether the league is fully recognizing the attention and momentum surrounding Caitlin Clark. Critics argue that instead of embracing that growth, certain decisions and public reactions may be creating unnecessary tension. And now, the debate has reached a point where fans are demanding a serious conversation about how the WNBA handles its biggest stars and the unprecedented spotlight surrounding them.
Brittney Griner was in a Russian prison. You would think that somebody who is now free, back in America on home soil, would not have too much to complain about. Especially something like this. Fans in every sport. She described the fans.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what sport you are. It doesn't matter what sport you pick. That's how fans act in every arena.
The tension had been building for months, perhaps ever since Caitlin Clark stepped onto the professional stage and immediately became one of the league's biggest attractions. While critics questioned the attention surrounding her, Stephen A. Smith consistently pointed to the numbers, the audience, and the undeniable impact Clark was having on the sport. His argument was simple: regardless of the opinions surrounding her, the numbers tell a story that's difficult to ignore, and they've helped fuel one of the biggest debates in women's basketball.
We know this. Attendance for the entire league was up nearly 50% last year, according to data from across the timeline, and Indiana led all teams with an average attendance of 17,035. That was up 319% from the year earlier. 319%. 319%. All other teams still grew by double-digit percentages. So let's not forget that. But they didn't grow by 319%. That was Caitlin Clark, which means she's largely responsible for the overall league attendance records. Merchandise sales were also up 450% for the WNBA, according to Fanatics, and Clark was the top-selling player and is fifth among athletes across all.
We'll find out. We don't know yet. That was Stephen A. Smith's cautious take when discussing Caitlin Clark's potential impact on WNBA ratings, but he made it clear that he'll be watching the numbers closely, especially to see whether the league experiences a significant drop in attention without Clark on the court. His point is straightforward. The data will ultimately reveal just how important Clark has become to the league's popularity. It's like watching someone overlook a treasure chest while wondering why they're not getting richer. And Stephen A. is the one shouting, the opportunity is right there.
This is the magnetic traction that draws viewers to the WNBA, and her absence over the next 2 weeks due to that quad strain is providing further evidence of that. Then everybody needs to accept it, stand down, and ride that wave. I'm going to be really interested in seeing how the ratings are going to look without her over the next 2 weeks. Let's make sure we come back and ask me this exact same question after she's been gone for those 2 weeks.
If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's talk numbers, because the statistics tell a story that's hard to ignore. According to the figures being discussed, games featuring Caitlin Clark averaged around 1.178 million viewers, compared with roughly 394,000 for games without her. That's a massive difference in audience size, nearly 3 times as many viewers, and the impact became even more obvious when Clark's Indiana Fever faced the Chicago Sky in the season opener, drawing approximately 2.7 million viewers on ABC. Whatever side of the debate you're on, those numbers highlight just how much attention Clark has brought to the WNBA.
And also, news just came out. Ratings are higher than it's ever been for the WNBA.
Yeah.
Congrats to Caitlin Clark. It's crazy how that works.
I mean, what are you going to do? Proof's in the pudding, kind
Get a girl out of Iowa.
Exactly.
Who can pull up from the state next door.
Yeah.
And light up an entire arena, every arena.
But this is where Stephen A. Smith's frustration really starts to boil over. Instead of openly celebrating the enormous attention surrounding Caitlin Clark and the momentum she has helped generate, critics argue that the league's response has sometimes felt surprisingly restrained. Clark has shattered expectations, attracted major audiences, and helped push women's basketball into an even bigger national spotlight. Yet the debate surrounding her popularity has remained intense, with some players, commentators, and fans questioning how much credit she should receive. Stephen A. has watched that tension unfold in real time, and his increasingly forceful commentary reflects a much bigger question. Is the WNBA fully embracing the attention its biggest stars can bring?
Clark. Now I've taken hits because I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her, but it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine. This girl, the Golden Goose, comes along and she wreaks havoc. She's the Rookie of the Year. She's 4th in the league in MVP voting. 4th in the league, her rookie.
Now the debate takes another turn, with Brittney Griner entering the conversation. Critics argue that after years of the WNBA working to expand its audience, Caitlin Clark's arrival brought an unprecedented level of attention, packed arenas, and major media coverage. Instead of simply celebrating that growth, however, some comments about the crowds have sparked backlash from fans who believe the league should welcome every new viewer. Stephen A. Smith has been especially vocal about this issue, arguing that Clark's impact is impossible to ignore, from increased ratings and attendance to greater commercial attention. The controversy ultimately raises a larger question. Should the league view Clark's popularity as a threat to its existing identity, or as an opportunity to take women's basketball to an entirely new level?
When it was really all said and done, we know what she brings to the table. But people wanted to hate because why? You had a bunch of players in this league that watched this young white girl come along and take the league by storm. And they resented it because they saw the marketing prowess that she had. They ignored the fact that you got chartered flights because of this girl. They ignored the fact that ratings were going through the roof because...
During a heated game between the Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream, cameras appeared to capture Brittney Griner directing what some viewers interpreted as an offensive remark toward Caitlin Clark after Griner fouled out. The footage quickly went viral, with multiple online lip readers claiming the comment included a racial reference. That sparked an immediate debate across social media, with critics questioning whether the league would respond differently if the roles were reversed. The controversy became even more intense as commentators pointed to what they described as a double standard in how similar allegations have been handled. Stephen A. Smith, in particular, expressed frustration over what he viewed as the WNBA's lack of a public response. According to critics, the league previously addressed allegations involving racist comments from Fever fans toward Angel Reese. While this latest incident has received comparatively little attention, whether the footage proves exactly what viewers believe it shows remains disputed, but the controversy has raised serious questions about consistency, accountability, and how the WNBA handles allegations involving players. For a league under an enormous spotlight, many fans believe the same standards should apply to everyone, regardless of who is involved.
He said Brittney Griner, who Biden traded for the Merchant of Death, called Kayla Clark the white female referee trash, effing white girls after getting fouled out. So that was Bobby Borak. He stated that on Twitter today, I believe. Watch this. So this is the call here, guys.
So the tic-tac fouls that we were talking about earlier today.